Yorkie the Barbarian here. In the days before Yorkshire was on the map, the days before the House of Yorkie was even founded, there were brigands and brigantes like me, and young TikTok here. Let me take you back to the days of yore, not on Earth in Golarion, for more of our exploration of Pathfinder Kingmaker. When last we left it, I slaughtered over 24 bandits, and did not think it too much. And now we're on the road to establish ourselves as kings of the stolen lands. Looks like we have a little fight here.
What for Gorum?
One of these. Thylacine. Marsupial wolves, I believe.
Serves you right.
You're down. Didn't mean to do that, but never mind.
Tear them apart!
Damn dog missed. Come on, TikTok. Yeah. All you did was make me angry.
You deserved it.
Repent.
Me, I know everyone can do charge. Let me get that in there.
They go down!
Not like that, they don't, matey. I'll show you the way, lass. Well, looks like none of us can skin a cat. Or a marsupial wolf. Back on the road, they want us to head over to Oleg's little trading post.
I won't be halted.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
We got jobs to do, Lindsay. You just keep riding, love. We'll make it work.
I require rest.
Do you? Well, not right now. Maybe at the trading post we can get some rest. Oh, hey, Princess, save yourselves. What the hell's going on? Bandits! Didn't you guys learn last time I fought you? Oh, it was different once they're dead now, aren't they? Where's that pretty wife of yours? Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the stag lord's tax. Tax! Bah! There's no need for words. To arms! It's bandits. Only good bandits are dead bandit.
I'm superior. Run them through. Yeah.
Having a go at Miri? I don't think she's worried about the likes of you.
Any last wishes?
Ooh, I thought that was the dog's turn.
Your life ebbs low.
That's one down.
Let's hear you cry.
Bugger dodged. Coward.
Bring it! I I'll survive.
Well, have a lie down.
Survive.
We'll sort it out without you, don't worry.
This is where I step in.
Well, it should be, Lindsay. But you didn't, did you?
What a waste. Die! Ouch!
Serves you right.
Nice hit, TikTok.
Become as dust. Out of my way!
You deserved it.
Nice hit, Linz. Level up! So it is. Help us use the magical device a little.
I require rest.
And you can get on with being a healer. Lindsay. That's stealth. Nah, I want you to be buffing us. Let's see. Yeah, that might be useful. And a Miri. Reaching with a lethal stance. Right.
Do it my
Let's go see what's going on, shall we? Oleg, have a word with us. How you going, mate? Take that, you scoundrels. Oleg shakes his but now. Scratches his head and stares at the ground gloomily. The girl got away, a plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they came to punish treason. Now what are we to do? Besides, I believe I could only send Svetlana somewhere safe and show those rats what's what. You know this is a fair-eyed woman approach, do you? Why are you here? Told you to stay hidden. It's all over, I saw it. I just need to be sure you're alright. The woman looks at her husband tenderly, if with a hint of sorrow. Oleg mumbles something as he looks away, embarrassed. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival at our trading post turned out so unwelcome. Get to the point. You say bandits are going to attack again. Who are they and when will they arrive? Oleg waves his hand sullenly. Who are they? The Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut. And you just stir them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force. Now for a day or maybe less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. Tell me about them. What do they want? Those bloodsuckers think they own this land. They come to take what they want and steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. They even broke our gates so we couldn't try and hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6. Sometimes it's all gang. And I've shown them what for long ago. If not for Svetlana. Don't blame your wife. They claimed they were collecting taxes. Why? For the Stag Lord and his cronies, of course. The Stag Lord fancies himself as a king in these parts. Yeah, well, he ain't going to be for long. He may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders as long as they're paid. So they charge an arm and a leg as taxes. They call their executions punishment for treason. Even those who never swore allegiance to the Stag Lord. They're killed fast if they're lucky. If not, Oleg looks at Svetlana. Dove, why don't you go out to start supper while we finish our talk? I have no need to be protected from dark talk. I'm not some blind kitten, you know. I've seen what they do to people. Svetlana lowers her head. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits. There are a few monsters among the leadership, especially those close to the Stag Lord. Orcs and Doberman from Nizrok come to mind. They like to make a show of their tortures and executions. My husband and I, we saw the bodies. Safety of your post may have been one of the conditions Jamandi Eldori placed on the grant. Did nothing. No, I'm not going to say that. I'll help you. I'm not really interested in your post. But I never back down from a good fight, yeah. Well, thanks, I guess. I might be able to scrape together some sort of reward. You best do. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now, we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. Maybe some tools that you can use for battle. There are some pretty solid traps around. Some tar, a box of alchemist fire. Alchemist fire, we could put it by the gate. Light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. That could set the post on fire. Alright, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. Answer some questions. Enough about the bandits. Tell me more about yourselves. Oleg shifts uncomfortably. Surely there are more important things to discuss. Yeah, probably. Well, alright, we're just honest people who came here from Restov. We've fixed up the old fort to house travellers and give merchants a place to trade to locals. We also deal with occasional huntsmen in the area. What does any of this matter? When those bandits come back, they'll either drain us dry or just kill us. We'll talk later. Let's see what there is around. Maybe something we can use. Maybe something I can buy or grab. I'm sure he won't mind. We are helping him out after all. What's in here?
You follow.
Heavy crossbow, longsword, buckler. You can swap to a heavy one, Lindsay. I think we might be a little weighted down right now. What we got over here? Various household hunting tools. Unlikely to help you in a battle. Damn shame. So there ain't any traps in there with the hunting tools? That's just the washing. What's in this one? Disgusting slush. Seems to be tar. Slow them down.
I won't be halted.
Right, Oleg. Actually, this guy Bokken's back. Can he help us at all? Frail, dishevelled old man wearing a stained and tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Bokken, local herbalist. Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm an herbalist. Make potions and sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. Bokken sighs. I live by the forest, live off the land. Since leaving rest off of these parts, I ended up a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. They let me in out of kindness, help me with things. They bring me water or firewood when it's cold. The occasional barrel of honey. They're good people. Yeah, we could use your help fighting the bandits. What's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Alright, we've got a potion of light wounds, I suppose. It's something. We'll talk later. They're discussing something in low but impassioned whispers. Alright. I want to see your goods. Don't know what good trading will serve you. Well, I'll tell you how it's going to go. See, I'm going to sell all the junk I've got, including stuff I got from your place, to you. You're going to buy it because you want to. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Might need the rope, I suppose. Right. Let's get some healing. You only need 7. Likewise. Likewise. Right, let's the guy we ran away. That was me, Bokken. His health potion. Yeah, I spoke to him. Let's get this attack underway, shall we? These aren't heroics I was hoping about. But I guess even the great stados had to start somewhere. So you're not easily cowed. I beg you be careful. Please don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Svetlana, go inside, Nide. We're going to need to meet, I guess.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Well, now, you didn't like that up you, did you? He's going down. Never mind.
Tear them apart! They go down!
Good shot.
Any last wishes?
See if you can get him. Just get a bless on it. Amiri, you need to hit better than that. Well, that put him down, but at least the bandit went down to... Well, the bandit got hurt to at least. Okay.
Run them through!
TikTok, you can do better than that.
Repent!
That messed up her makeup a little bit.
Bring it!
Serves you right.
Let's hear you cry. Your life ebbs low.
Yeah, I don't let a little cough slow me down. I didn't want you guys hearing it, you guys and girls. And there we have it. Oleg is breathing heavily, but he shakes his fist in the air menacingly. You rats got what you deserved. Now they'll know better than to treat honest people like cattle. Should call Bokken out before he freezes to death in those bushes. Now, my lord, head up to the guest room on the second floor. You deserve some rest after the battle. I need to clean things up. And this is for your efforts. Now, don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. I'm not going to turn it down.
What's that?
Oh. Nice. Found his stash. I seem to donate so much.
Applause, please.
Head on!
Let's have a look here. Don't think there's anything else we need right now. Let's get some sleep. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost half, all night long. In it you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you. Slowly moving closer and closer, a quick look out the window, and you had to find out the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream, and then...
Hear me.
No way off, who's this?
Please hear me. Can you hear me?
Suppose she's kinda
Please.
beautiful for a green-skinned, dotty-skinned woman. Seems that only you can see or hear the nymph. Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
I'm glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight.
Beauty is so tender. It can so easily be crushed under the blows of cruel fate. But you can save it from being undone.
Yeah, what do you want?
Aid. Salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag
The Stag Lord. Tah!
As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog.
Ah.
Soon even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
Yeah, well, he's going down. Staglor's responsible for this crap.
Yes, it hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
How can I help?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford.
It's hidden from you. How do you know it's
Tell you
there?
where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo. Catch the whispers. Search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
Consider it done. Thanks for the tip.
I don't believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
The nymph's whisper fades as she disappears. Now that's something you don't see every day. And no real late eyes. Let's have a word with Svetlana first. Good day, I hope you're feeling alright after the battle. Can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time. But if you have a moment, I have a request. What do you want? Svetlana lowers her head. This is a very personal request, maybe not important enough for your time. Completely understand if you say no. But the first time the Stag Lord's thugs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring. Just tore it off my hand. It's just a trinket, really, but it means so much to me. I just remember every moment of the day how Oleg came to me, that ring in hand, to ask if I'd marry him. Standing in a fancy dress on the stairs. What was it, a clown? Of my father's home. Fearing that I'd misheard something, or that I'd say something stupid. Everyone would laugh. Svetlana interrupts herself, shaking her head gently. If you happen to find my ring among the bandits' possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognise. My name is engraved inside the band. Svetlana drops her eyes. Shall I pick them up for you? Lowering her voice. There is one more thing. Among the bandits, there's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. In fact, she can be extremely dangerous and cruel. Please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have a chance. Yeah, I can't promise anything, but I'll bring you a ring if I find it. I understand. I appreciate any effort you put in. Tell me about yourself. How do you and your husband end up find the courage to establish a trading post in the stolen lands? It was Oleg's idea, though I supported him in it. We didn't realise how dangerous it was here, of course. In Restov, everyone respects the sword lords, and everyone's accustomed to relying on them. Even in the mention of something like Lady Jamandi could be enough to fend off a street thug or some other trouble. Could even work in some places here, but not with the Stag Lord's men. Can you tell me about him? He's not just some average bandit. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the stolen lands into his personal kingdom. A kingdom of fear and oppression. In life, you either inspire fear or cower from it. I prefer to be the one who's feared. Svetlana lowers her head. You may be right, but without hope, there's no... without hope, he's just too bitter. Yeah, I gotta go. Now, let's go sell this stuff, and then I'll have a word with this Honorial person. Greetings. Oleg seems to be in a good mood and greets you warmly. He certainly ruffled those villains' feathers. Well, anyway, new day, new troubles. Have you seen this fog? Never seen anything like it before. The road to Restov looks like someone spilled milk and it just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through that soup, not even a torch. With a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me. I bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumours say it deals with all kinds of bad magic. Why do you open a trading place in a place like this? I just dislike the noise. Yeah, well, you got noise now, don't you? I'm from Restov. Cities are complicated. Lots of people and each with their own place on the shelf. Bow before this one, fear this one, don't do business with a third. Sure to be extra nice to a foot. Yeah, you got a point there, I will say. And villagers are little better. Everyone likes to stick their nose into everyone else's business. I just wanted a place where I could be my own master, so I ended up here. Need to take care of Stag Lord. Do you know anything that could help me find him? It's quite a task you set yourself there. The Stag Lord has a fortress somewhere in the area. Only a few chosen from the most trusted of his rabble I've ever invited. The location of the fortress is heavily guarded secret, and with the fog hanging around, I'd imagine it's even harder to find. I suppose you could try the trail of those bandits who attacked the post before. They came from the southwest, from this side of the Thorn River. The fortress might be there, or at least some large camp of theirs. Alright. What else can you tell me about the Stag Lord? Not much. Not like I've sat down and shared a cup of wine with the man, you know. But I think he arrived in the Stolen Lands less than a year ago, from what I've heard. But as soon as he got here, he took everything over. I wrote to Restov, tried to warn them that the Stag Lord wasn't some typical gang leader. But they didn't listen. Yeah, they never bloody do. The rumours about him are horrible. He'll kill a person if they so much as disagree with him. Yeah, and? It never reveals his face. Those who've seen him up close report the same thing. Ugly scars over every inch of his skin, not covered by his clothes. The Stag Lord's past is a mystery. He just arrived one day. He was immediately a power to be reckoned with. I reckon the most surprising thing about him is that he has many followers who admire him as his minions who obey him out of fear. Got some inner strength in him, or maybe inner madness. There are many who seem to follow him because of that madness, like it was some kind of virtue. Show me your wares, Oleg. Nothing's too good for a good person. Yeah, whatever. Don't care about that. What do we have here? A large person. Banish. Wounds. Darkskin. Right, let's go have a word with this Honoriel. The elf looks straight at you through the tangle of hair falling over her face. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking your fortune in the Stolen Lands. You aren't the only one of your kind here. Take my advice, keep your eyes open and watch your back. Always do, love. Sometimes the ones who call themselves your friend are more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious that she started the day with a jug of wine. Who are you? The elf grunts, Honoriel 8 Eyes. Once upon a time I was famous throughout Absalom. I guess that's his nation, is it? City at the centre of the world, alright. Honoriel 8 Eyes of the Reckless 6. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later and no one recognises you on the street anymore. What a shame. What are you doing here? I sit here waiting for adventurers who are in need of help. We may be sitting here at a backwood tavern, but in Absalom, I have a lot of friends who are eager to make a few coins. They have brave hearts, but shallow pockets. A little gold would be welcome change for them. I can send them a message and they'll come from Absalom through a portal. If you're interested, just give me a sign and we'll arrange everything right away. Why are you called 8 Eyes? Once, long ago, I could spot an enemy and pin him to the wall before he could even think of attacking. Some said I had 8 eyes and looking all round all at once. But it seems I've outlived my nickname. Honoriel stretched her arm forward. Her palm trembled noticeably. You got the DTs, love. I've been drinking so much lately. It's best I don't test my skills too often. Where were you when we were attacked? I was hunting. Got a little lost in the mist, which is the first time that's happened to me. Yeah, I bet. Stop talking. A famous Pathfinder in the middle of nowhere? Why? You want to know how one could exchange the life of Pathfinder for this sort of solid drunken rat hole? The light in Honoriel's eyes goes out as if someone had blown out a candle. You lose all your friends because of one scumbag, then you'll understand. I was the only one to return from the final campaign of the Reckless 6, and whatever is left of me can't be called a seeker anymore. Honoriel, what are you, a beater, a chaser, a goalie? Honoriel remained silent for a long time, as if wondering if she wishes to poke the old wound. Here's a story. Our leader, Vermel, was the best of us. Wise, brave, friends with everyone. Yeah, sounds like an idiot. One of those friends, a Devian adjacent, sent him a disturbing letter. They'd stumbled upon some mention of some ancient books on the art of necromancy. Secret is best left hidden forever. Trust me, I've seen what that kind of magic can do. The elf bites a lip. To make a long story short, these volumes were supposedly hidden in the catacombs of Calispire. We decided that the books should be retrieved and be kept safe by the Society. We gathered in a tavern, discussed the expedition, then proceeded to Ustalav. It was a normal mission. A quick and quiet recovery, and Oriol smiles bitterly. But everything turned out to be so much more complicated. We barely made it through the Witchgate Forest. All those terrible living trees, undead druids and their archers of bone. It was a miracle we managed to make it out alive. And we'd chosen Wren Church to stop at. It was marked on Vermelt's map as a safe enough haven to hold up in and lick our wounds. And we wish that had been true. Vermelt was the first to perish. I told you he was an idiot. He was attacked by one of the monsters hiding in the stables. He tossed him about like a feather and threw him down on an ancient well. His shout echoed for a long time, and I didn't hear any sound of him landing. And then, Oriol paused and turns away, hiding her eyes. Enough. I shouldn't have gotten into this. Who am I to stir up others' feelings with all my chatter? You better forget about it. Why? Sound like a decent tale? Could have a good laugh. Maybe I'll tell you more some other time, but not today. Regarding your story, I don't care about any of that. Yeah, I need fighters. And I got 2 grand. That's good. She'll do. Oh. Interesting. Alright, so that's not what I wanted. Just to say, I played a little Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. In there, one of the monk types is a Zen Archer, which is what I was looking for. I guess not here. You know what? Forget it. We don't need anyone. We don't need no one. Alright, let's just have a word with Bokken. Bokken frowns here, ostentatiously examines the nearest wall, hands in his sleeves. Without turning to you, the old man finally says in his dull voice, you want some potions? Can I help you in any way? Bokken glances at you, suddenly interested. Well, since you're asking. There's a cave nearby. I used to pick berries in there. But the place has been overrun by spiders. The berries are red. Look a lot like raspberries, fangberries I call them. I'd be real grateful if you'd gather a basket full of them and brought them back. Be quick if you do, this more spoils quickly. Those spiders in the cave, I mean. Here, let me give you some alchemical fire, craft it myself, burn those spiders to a crisp. I also need a bucket of moon radishes. They're a rare and mysterious plant. I don't know where to find them, but I know that kobolds gathered them and value them highly. It's not a huge deal, really. I'd do it myself if I were younger. But if you're willing, I'll pay you 3 potions for the berries and a purse full of coins for the radishes. Yeah, sounds good. Don't care where you need them, really. Alright, I should go. Arin pulls his beard, muttering something that could be either prayers or curses. But I'm not sinewy winters, eh? What? It's you, Yorkie the Barbarian. Did I startle you? Grow up. Oh no, that doesn't matter. I was just contemplating the futility of existence and the worthlessness of the universe. The way grottos are great. My humble mortal mind cannot fully grasp them. But I do what I can. He smiles. Tell me about your past. My life is divided into two parts. The first was filled with blind wandering, doubts, and attempts to serve Torag. The second part was when I accepted Grotus into my soul and received a clear vision of the world. What exactly would you like to know? Where are you from? My life story began in Larad, a city of dwarven clerics and acolytes. They served Torag and the other dwarven gods. Torag's brothers, Angrad and Magrim. Torag's wife, Folgrit, his daughter, Bulka. His sons, Grundinar, Coles and Trud. And also Torag's sister, Drangvit. Arim curved his lips in contempt. I wouldn't be surprised if they built a temple to Torag's pet dog. Sorry, I let myself get carried away. Arim sighs and pulls his beard several times. Larad is the second largest dwarven city in the Five Kings Mountains. It's built up around numerous temple caverns, which serve as a place of worship for all dwarven gods. Many pilgrims from every corner of Golarion come to Larad to pray to their gods. Some remain to live there. The city is simply imbued with faith. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a cleric. It's no surprise, inspired by the aura of the city, that I decided as a young boy to dedicate all my efforts to becoming a cleric at Torag. You once tried to serve Torag? Not just tried. It was a burning passion. I craved it by day and dreamt of it at night. Arim shakes his head as if amazed by his own stupidity. You see, Yorkie the Barbarian, from my first days, I felt the presence of the god at my back. I heard his whispers and felt his power. Through the nature of power was unclear to me. I thought Torag himself was trying to speak to me, and I did all I could to understand his words. Oh, what a naive fool I was. I had no idea that Torag, that uncompromising, conceited god glamorized by all dwarves, you sound jealous, mate, was capable of betrayal. He turned away from me, Yorkie the Barbarian. He left me in the hour when I put all my hopes in him and desperately needed his support. Torag is the god of craftsmen. So every follower, especially the clerics, must smith their own suit of armour. The day when this work is finished is like the second birthday for a dwarf. He's newly born in the eyes of Torag. My second birthday never came. I couldn't make armour, not even a sword, not even a simple nail. My hammer smashed my fingers and fell on my feet. Molten iron burned in my hands. You were bloody useless, and now you're jealous. How'd you learn about Grotus, you whiny bugger? Oh, but that blessed day became the beginning of a new life. Alone and abandoned by all, I spent many dull hours in a filthy tavern by the roadside. I don't recall the town, nor even the country. I had no money. In fact, all I had was a hunk of stale bread. I was weary and almost fainting from hunger. And that was the moment when the whisper of the god became more clear. It was like he was calling me. Alas, my sufferings had come to an end. It was a miracle, Yorkie the Barbarian, and I had paid full price for it with my torments. I couldn't control myself. I walked out of the tavern and straight into the nearest forest. And there I found the ruined temple of Eridan, the lost god. Several figures clad in robes were holding a silent service there. A service to a god I know nothing of. None minded when I stood beside them. First time in my life I felt like I was at home. So some losers didn't throw you out and you joined them. Alright, I got it. Honestly, I don't really want you with me any longer than I have to do. And you blamed Torag? That's just what I said. You suggested my problem was not a curse? Yeah. You're a fool here. You're an idiot. Talk about something else. I don't want to hear any more from you. You're with me right now, but I'm going back to Honorial. I want a new priest. You got someone, Honorial? That looks like it might be my bunny you're carrying. You're already selecting yourself, aren't you? How about a summoner? Wisdom and charisma, sounds good. Strength and charisma. Intelligence and charisma. Con and charisma. Con and wisdom, no. Well, it's got to be wisdom, doesn't it, for a priest? Straight asthma. And if you're a summoner, let's make you have a dog at some point, or some pet too. That'll work. Excuse me. Selective channel. Yeah.
Stand with me.
Aralia.
Hold on. Just a little more.
Excuse me. I'll be ending after this. Right. And with that, time to hit the road again. And with that, it's time to end the chapter. We'll be back next time. I've been Yorkie the Barbarian. This has been Pathfinder Kingmaker. You've been great. See you next time.